old. He's 182 centimeters tall. He has a record of 4 wins, 1 loss. Hailing from Turkey, representing KK Sparta Aachen, John the Asker Hirchi. And the referee for this bout will be...
Here we go, 3 5-minute rounds of this catchweight 73-kilogram fight. Hirchin in the white trunks, Belkadir in the blue.
Belkadir is coming out mirror stance, right hand forward.
And Hirchin already peppering that right leg with some kicks. I believe landed 2 already.
Belkadir looking physically very strong.
Yeah.
We don't know a lot about him. We've seen the potential of Hirchin. We've all seen in his fight so far that he's got a lot to work on, and that's good. Because he needs to improve, especially on the ground. He's got a great feeling to stand up. He's got a great...
You know?
Action, guys.
Oh,
musical.
There's the big right hand again, but Belkadir is doing a great job of staying out of range.
He's starting to check and watch some of those low kicks from Hirchin. But very tactical, very tense. The entire arena can just feel it. You can almost hear a pin drop.
In these first couple of minutes, this is a dynamic where somebody gets knocked out. If we start seeing minute 4 and 5, maybe it'll change a little bit. But right now, you got 2 guys locked in, trying to draw something out and land clean.
Oh, nice jab there by Belkadir. They're both getting a ton of reads.
Yeah, but they're also telling each other lies, right? So the read you get from me might be the read I'm feeding you, you know? And in these guys' cases, that's what's happening.
You just feel at any moment it's a powder keg and there's just going to be a explosion, a flurry of movement and violence.
Belkadir is legit. You can see he's trying to get Hirchin to buy onto things he's selling him. Saying, hey, watch my front hand. I'm playing different things now. My hands are up. Now I'm down. Now I reach. He's showing many, many different combat identities on purpose to make Hirchin hesitate.
And that right from Hirchin is...
yeah.
There we go.
Bit of a head clash, I think.
And that right from Hirchin is viper fast. It just whips out. And Belkadir as well. Obviously, we've seen it in LFL in the past, the power behind it as well. So Belkadir is understandably conscious of that violent potential.
I was waiting for that. I was just going to say, I want to see some kicks out of Belkadir.
Yeah, smart.
Especially to the right arm of Hirchin. When you don't connect with your shin or your foot to the neck or the chin, at least you're hurting his right power arm.
And there's small muscles in the tricep and the forearm, and you can really, really affect the way somebody throws a punch.
Take by Hirchin.
These 2 lined up at the weigh-ins, and a lot of times it's all bravado, but you got the feeling both of them were saying, I'm not walking out of here the loser, and I'm walking out awake, and you're not.
Yeah, there's a quiet intensity to what they're doing at the minute.
There's right.
That connection.
That's one rare error where Belkadir's head came in on a linear line so that Hirchin could touch him with his right knuckles. Just a little error or hesitation or slight miscalculation.
Hirchin needs to step in deeper with his right hand.
Okay, first clinch of the fight so far. It'll be intriguing to see who comes out top in this.
We know Hirchin trains at KK Sparta Aachen under the tutelage of our former heavyweight champion, Kasim Aras. So we know he's working on his wrestling.
Belkadir looks like a lot here. He's just doing a little kinesthetic learning. All this is just like, okay, how strong is he? Where does he put his hip? What does this feel like? Oh, I see. Where can I go here? Can I go to the back? Can I get under him? It's a lot of learning here. It's a safe learning environment for Belkadir.
Short right hand there by Hirchin to end the round.
Fascinating chess match between these 2. Neither bringing out the big pieces, just moving the pawns into the middle of the board, feinting, counter-feinting, just neither revealing their full strategy.
They're both a lot here. There's a lot going on with both of these guys. Very, very athletic. Really, you know, they're complicated in that you don't know how they're putting their...
Second round, fight.
Belkadir really believes in his southpaw skills, too. You know, every 9 out of 10 people he trains with are right-handed with a left hand forward, and that's not so for Hirchin. He trains with far less southpaws. Mathematically speaking, there are less on planet Earth. So that's why a southpaw is so difficult to deal with. They deal with you all the time, but you don't deal with them. And look at this
shots in there. The head kick countered by Hirchin.
The kick is sort of accepted, and as it's flying in the air, 4 punches are thrown.
He used the level change as a feint to set up that head kick, but great answer there by Hirchin.
Hirchin just read it all. Didn't believe it was a takedown, but this time it was, right?
Goes for a single. Goes to a body lock, but good defense by Hirchin. Nice takedown there by Belkadir.
Got him behind the hip and counter-rotated him.
Strained
Yeah, he looks like a lot here.
And we've seen issues in Hirschen's game in the past here. This is where he lost the fight against Anderson Castro.
4 minutes.
4 minutes of mount.
Big shots from
Oh! Good way to spin around.
Yep. Now you're on his back.
He's got one hook in.
He looks like a
both.
lot here. Shook the one leg, actually, really beautifully.
A great job there by Hirschen, but
Didn't expect him to be able to do that, but the ride is still here. Belkadir's no worries whatsoever. Happy to just ride here.
so Hirschen now, of course, needs to defend the rear naked, but he wants to explode.
Yeah. You
Put
need
himself up and explode.
You need the flats of your feet down, right? You notice he's on the insteps,
Yep.
the tops of his feet. So the first thing we need to accomplish is our feet need to be, or at least one foot needs to be down. The process of putting that foot down will tell Belkadir there's some blood coming. The question is, how much has Hirchin seen his own blood in these environments?
Big shots from Belkadir to open up that rear naked. It's
Got
locked
it.
in.
Got it locked in. That's it.
Yes, it's under the chin.
Yeah.
This will be over. There it is. Belkadir gets the takedown, then just cuts through Hirchin's guard and defense like butter, lands some big shots before sinking in the rear naked. Incredible work after a tense first round.
Very good methodical performance there by Belkadir.
We don't know how Hirchin's mind processed any of that, but that's why I mentioned when we saw the blood start to puddle it there, how much has he seen this process, himself bleeding, leaking plasma onto the mat? How much has he seen that? Because it can distract you. The first couple of times it's a distraction. And right when the blood hit, really smartly is when Belkadir went under the chin. And if your mind is distracted even for a moment, watch, looks down, he sees blood, there's now an arm underneath there. If your mind leaves the focus of the moment for even a millisecond, that can be enough. Watch, blood, neck, head, palm to palm, palm in the arm, and now he's already done.
And Belkadir didn't even need both hooks in there, kept one hook in, which would have given Hirchin a potential chance of escape, but similar to his previous fight against Leandro Castro.
This guy's a lot.
Showed he maybe needs to work on his ground game a little bit more, but at 19 years old, he has the time.
This Belkadir is a lot. He's a fully formed mixed martial artist.
Just waiting for Hirchin to go over. He's just mopping up some of his bloody nose so we can get the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by way of rear naked choke, fighting out of the blue corner,